I just knew you couldn't stay away. Welcome back. So you see what we're dealing with now. I had to do it to you. What I'm going to do is unbox this Pose Plus Metal series. This is for their Art Storm Gaogaigar. This is the expansion Final Battle Star Gaogaigar DX set. I'm going to do this in an unboxing, like I said. Like a shorter, just unboxing video. And then I'll hit y'all with the review. Look at that. Pretty big box. Just want to give you guys some perspective. Normally I don't care too much about the box, but has a handle. It's basically 20 by 20 and a half and 6 inches. Look at that. This thing's actually going to be pretty fun. I mean, these aren't cheap. Here's the other side. I mean, you get decent. Look at that. You get a decent amount of stuff. So he can hold. See, they get crazy with their shit. Like, what even? I thought he's supposed to like hold the hammer. What even is that? They go to his legs to give him like support. But now he can hold it too and like bash you with some weird shit. You can attach him to this. That's kind of cool. I mean, I think the only cool thing the leg parts would be good for would be maybe putting them on the tank or the legs or this. I think this is what I might do because I want to display some shit. I didn't get this for just nothing. My main point was to get it for the base. I have a case that I want to put this in that's going to be moving. So I wanted something sturdy with the base, and I just wanted the big presentation. I'm not going to hook up the light kit. There's a couple videos on YouTube that are really good. They're just not in English from what I found, where they open this, go through it. You'll see online or at some stores, they break this package up into 2 pieces. So this is the complete set with the lighting kit and also a couple extra tools and stuff. It's just not the LEDs. There's a couple extra things in there, which we'll get into. And then they break it up into the other part, which I would buy, which is the Stealth Gao 2 and the stand and a couple other things. Basically more of what I want, plus Goldie Marg. So we'll get into this. Let's rip it in. This is what I was talking about here. This is the light, LED, and tool set. So you get a couple extra accessories with the tools. Here's the other side. So that's like a long rectangular box. It sits on top. You pull this out, and then the bigger chunk is down at the bottom. And this is a big box. Put this down here. Hopefully you got no glare on that now. Check that out. That thing is really cool looking. Here's the back. Woo! We're going to get into this, boys. Again, doing an unboxing here. Going to open it up. Next video in the actual review, I'm going to assemble him with the Pose Plus Gaogaigar. Kind of cool. I mean, the Pose Plus Gaogaigar is expensive, but they do have a KO, which I haven't heard anything bad about. No special part breaking off like a shoulder or hip problem, so to speak. I'm pretty sure this would fit with the KO. Also, another thing from Sentinel, they did the Genetic Gaogaigar metal frame, which you could also purchase and put together yourself. Here's the comparison box. Put it together yourself, and does have a metal frame. I heard it wasn't that hard to put together, but a couple people said the wings were a little challenging. But that's on the model kit. All right. I'm going to try to make this a little fast and not keep it boring, because I know it's just the lighting set or whatnot. These are the lights. Those go in the hammer. So I watched a couple videos. I got a little juiced up. I knew this was coming. Bunch of pegs, black pegs for some stuff. I don't remember seeing those in any of the reviews. Some more. I remember seeing this. There's a key that can go in here. Let me see. There's a DX gold card. So there's a few different things in here. Some stuff for the stand. So this is kind of a little bonus accessory tray here. This doesn't really do anything. You can put the key. Like the Heat Boys, there's a magnetic key that if you touch certain parts of the, right here, certain parts of the light up features, they will light up. Which I like those type of things. They have that on some of the CCS. All right, so we'll get those over there because those two trays don't really need. Here's the cool accessory leg pieces. I'm going to put these, the tools with Goldie Marg, and display him. Normally, I probably wouldn't even display him, but there's just so many pieces. It's a big set, so whatever. I'll display it with it. He'll look more of a badass because I'm putting the hammer with Gaogaigar, and then Goldie Marg's going to have his thing like on the side of the box with the extra tools set up. All right. A little bit of a glare with the packaging, but we'll get that open. So I have the toolbox. I'm sorry. Tool set. Or whatever. The light and tool set over here. And then this thing is how it comes. Cardboard slides out of that box. We'll get it open. Yes, and definitely in the review video, he looks cool already. That looks like a cool bot. He's about, I'd say at least 8 inches tall. 7, 8 inches, something like that. So here's some more of the pieces, the hammer. And if you turn it around here, on the back is the stand parts, some of the hammer ends. Whoa, some clips. I guess these go under his feet. Wow, it's pretty detailed on this, guys. Here's another thing also. With Pose Plus, you know you're getting quality. I haven't had one Pose Plus. The only one that I can remember off the top of my head, I think there might have been 2 incidences, but the only one I can remember off my head is their Gold Lightan. That Pose Plus, that was their first one, I believe, and that one can't stand correct. It was just really not that well engineered from what I've heard. If you have it, maybe you know what I'm talking about. So the tray was taped in. I cut it out. I think these connect together. So those round things we saw earlier, I think those were the pegs to hold these in. So I didn't know, but you might have to build the stand a little bit. Oh, here. Yeah, that goes like that. We'll get something else here, I'm sure. Yep, I see some other pieces. So I'll do it easily because it's not on a flat surface, but yeah. Nice. They even have, here, let me angle this for you, a metal stand to help hold it up and support it. So there's two stands from what I know. There's a longer one of these, which is a flight stand for the Stealth Gao 1. If I'm not mistaken, comes with the Pose Plus Gaogaigar. So it does come with a stand in case you want to display them separately. So this, let me just look at the bottom. Yeah, that's cool. Good metal, guys. Good metal. That's securely in. So here's the end pieces. You get two of those. I'll just show you the tray. You have all those hands, which are cool. Here's some more stand stuff. I don't know. I think that, yeah, that just goes in like that. But I don't know. Maybe you can get some more height on the Stealth Gao or something if you put this underneath that. So I'll just leave this here for now. But I'll remember where it goes in case I want to use it. So you have random attachments for some stuff. They obviously all go to something. So this bottom looks like it goes in to Stealth Gao 2. I don't know if I have it bad. I might have to turn it around, but I'll leave it like that for now. I think this is supposed to be like the nail driver effect. He nails it in. So here, I'm going to try to do it gently here so nothing falls out. Yeah. You know what this kind of reminds me of? That's when you get a figure. Let me pull out the boy right here straight away. You know how you get these plastic Marvel Legends toys, or maybe you don't get them. You've seen them, I should say. Or toys for the kids. They come in the same clamshell, but they got those twisty ties and they're twisted up a million times. It's like this is just placed in with the clamshell on top. End of story. NECA does that too. They'll put, so you got the hand here. Which I'm not putting this, I'm not going to do the hand hammer and the whole thing. I'm just going to put this guy with some cool shit. And I'll see how to transform this. Like I said, this is just the unboxing, so I want to keep them in Gaogaigar mode. So I'm pretty much going to keep them like this, and we'll figure it out how he transforms in a second. I know some of the wheels, yeah, so you can turn it. This like unlocks the wheel. There's like a peg. I think that's how he is supposed to go, maybe. The wheels to the back, I don't know. That looks kind of cool too. We'll see. Let me look at the instruction booklet. Yeah, I guess the wheels do go that way, huh? Okay. I thought they looked a little odd when I spun them around, but... there they go. Plans have changed. I had the Super Robot Chogokin. Here's the hammer. When Gaogaigar transforms into... see, this pops in somehow. There's like a little switch here. Yeah, that unlocks. Yeah, and then you... put that down to lock it into there. So anyway, plans have changed. I didn't want a huge hammer to take up a lot of room because space is always an issue, as a lot of you know. So this, damn. So this locks it back up. So it doesn't get pushed. Yeah. You click that over. And now it won't go back in. That locks the gray pipe. Anyway, long story short, I got the Super Robot Chogokin hammer because I'm like, it still kind of scales. I know the hammer's supposed to be huge and in the anime cartoon or whatnot. But I just wanted to get the point across that, you know, he had a weapon, whatever. It does scale okay. You can do 2 different looks on this as far as I know. You can kind of do this head, or if you wanted to pop out like the real head, you could do like the hammer kind of like this. There's a good amount to go over. So if you want to put the LED pieces in, now would be the time before you put these. They have a simple locking system. Here you go. We're going to compare the Super Robot Chogokin, not the Soul of Chogokin, which is probably about, the hammer might be the bigger or the same size. I know the Soul of Chogokin Gaogaigar is bigger. I did a comparison video on that, but the detail and engineering and everything else, it's not that much smaller, but the Pose Plus really kills it. Really just... This is the end-all be-all Gaogaigar if you're going to get one. So I'll do a comparison with the 2 hammers. We'll see how they look. I want this thing as sleek as possible. So I might be able to slide out this head. And I think I can attach it to Goldie Marg. I just wanted to show you guys something I found out. So I guess the thing that sucks, I'm going to look. I don't think there is another head for this. But here's where the fist goes. It kind of does one of these. And then you get the head put on like that. So you can't have the hammer. So you can't have this guy displayed by himself so far as I know. Which kind of sucks. Because his head's built into the hammer and you got to hide that fist. So basically... Which doesn't... I don't know what makes sense because... It does make sense, I'm sure, because they built the thing. But you can also do like one of these and not have his head and just have the hammer. So why can't we have a head over here and just like have the robot? I don't know. They're being too critical of the anime because when he's transformed, it's like Grandizer's Double Harkin. You know, some people want to have him displayed with the weapon without his, you know, shoulder Harkin blades missing, which I like to do. Because you don't have them holes there, but whatever. Well, I guess you can do one of these fucking things. Boop, boop, beep, boop. I'm a hand robot. Because I can't be displayed without the hammer. You know what? Maybe I can... I don't want to display him, like, by him with the hammer like that, you know? My plan was to have him just hanging out. Damn, man. Give the man a fucking hand. So I'm just checking something out. I know this is an unboxing video, but I'm throwing this in there. So there was just 3 little screws, easily detectable, easily accessible, unscrewable. These 2 things are in there. So if you pull them out, there's a spring. Yeah. They're not stuck in or anything. So we take that, okay, and let's see, there we go. I'm just doing it real quick so you can see, but look at that. And then you can do something like, This. And these two panels slide up to kind of lock it in. So you can have your cake and eat it too, boys. I might put the head back on. Again, I'm just unboxing this to check it out. You really, I mean, you could take, I'm not going to go as far as to take the fist off the back. I'm just going to leave it. But this way, look at this, right? You don't lose your screws. You still got the hammer face. So it's just weird how they put the hammer face. Oh, here it goes. Like they put the alternate hammer face on the hammer, but then at the same time, oops. But then at the same time, they don't let you like remove the Gaogaigar head to have it. I might add this to his back and just use him as normally intended as the big robot because it has these things for the arms, and I think he actually looks cool with the tools hanging out like that. And I might keep the super robot Chogokin hammer, but this thing just looks like, I mean, that's as big as a hand. So we'll see how it displays. It's going to display like that because it's too big. Maybe like that. Maybe he'll hold it without the big hand, because the big hand is just too, like, it's just too much for me. Like, big clustered, just throwing shit on top of shit. It's just too much sometimes. It's cool you have this claw tool. Quick notation. You want to push this metal clip up on the side of the arm. It unlocks it. This opens up. And then, the peg for the hand is in there. So let me spin it around or something. Yeah, just a little bit of force to spin it. Then boom, and then lock it. So if I can find out any little thing while I'm doing this, I'll show you guys. Spin that around. Lock it back up. So you will have a little bit of wrist articulation, which is nice. This one does. Huh. Let me check. Maybe I put this backwards. All right. So I just took those off to kind of see how it would look without the hammer's ends on it. There he is, full look. Now we have what I've been looking forward to. Stealth Gao 2. These spread out. So from what I've known so far, yeah, I'm going to compare this to the Stealth Gao 1 on the next video. So as far as I know, this is a little bigger straight out the box. We have the huge cockpit piece. Oh, it goes on this end, sorry. For the huge tail piece. That clicks right in. There's some features that I think open up for like the exhaust effect. Let me see. Oh, there it is. So it just pulls down a little bit. That's actually cool. See the gold inside, some of the green. I just want to make sure I fully extend it. And you don't have to worry too much. Pose Plus is really good quality. So if you have to maneuver, adjust a little bit or anything like that, you're able to. Wonder if this pulls up. No, I don't think so. I think that's it. So similar to the Stealth Gao 1, except this is a little bigger. And you have the, let me back up, extra boosters too that are going to be crazy. This is looking good. All right, it's clicked into the plastic. I just don't feel like pulling it out. But there's the bottom piece to this. So if you want it in, I guess, this mode, you can have it. But I'm going to be putting it on his back. The face, the lion's face and everything comes with the actual toy, not with this. So you're going to have to take off what you existingly have and add it to this. Not a big deal. So you just don't get too, I get it, they're trying to save some money. I'm sure if it's switched in the anime to a different lion's face, which maybe it might. I mean, they went this far to do all this, so I'm sure if the lion's face switched when he turned into, you know, final or stealth Gaogaigar, I don't know, whatever you call it. I'm sure the details they would have thrown in a different face. I'm actually surprised the lion face didn't change a little bit and look a little more ferocious or something, but I didn't design the cartoon. Look at these. These are fucking big. You know what's nice? It's a little, no, I don't want to say heavy, but you can feel it's not a piece of shit. Even though it's lighter, let's say, and you want to open these up. See, what I like to do is kind of feel around for the loose pieces to see, you know, what pulls off. So this is going to open that way. I think you just more or less crack it open. Yep, there we go. Almost got the spudger. Wow. That looks cool. So everything's gonna, and the light pieces would go in here. Take these apart. It looks like the flux capacitor for Back to the Future. So the lighted LED parts would go in there. And you want to open this when attaching it. I think it makes it easier from what I've seen. Maybe this one goes on this side. I don't think it matters what side it goes on, but let me just see if it fits easier on this side. Just for you guys, I would keep the wings and everything compressed as it comes out of the box because you're going to be pushing them back in anyway when you place the engines, connect them to the sides. It's not hard, but you're just going to push them back in anyway, so save yourself a step. So here we go. Then we can close this up. Now these are also on a hinge here. So what we can do is maneuver these to kind of get a different look. So here you can have that look if you fold them up, or if you don't fold them up, you can keep that look. And that would look badass with the LEDs in it. So two different looks. I'm going to go with the more green. Now back to the stand piece. I did have it backwards because I'm looking at these prongs and they click in. I'm pretty sure I had it backwards. Oh, I thought those went to that. I guess not. Oh. So this. Or maybe I didn't have it backwards. You know, I'm going to check it out. I'll do the whole stand thing later, but right now, just trying to finish this up to give you the gist of what's going on. So to end this, we'll put the rings on. All right. There's one hook there. I think it hooks in like that. You can also put these rings around the Gaogaigar himself for that like punching effect. And you get this cool look. So before the transformation, you got the turbines in there. And then when you want to transform it, it's a simple slide, and they all just rest on the thing, the little ledges. Here we go. Overall, this set's amazing. I'm going to be hooking it up with the Pose Plus Gaogaigar soon. I wanted to give you the gist of what was going on. There's a lot more when you get into the lights and things like that. So I would definitely, I mean, if you like the figure, I would definitely pick this up. You know, Pose Plus is all quality, no screwing around. Paint apps, everything's good. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.